What's something simple that can actually kill someone accidentally that isn't common knowledge? Deleted. Being shoved. Seen too many videos of fight scuffles where someone is shoved or punched, and the trip on concrete and suffer fatal T-bias hitting their head on concrete. The brain is fragile. Protect it. A dental infection. I went to grief support meetings, and a woman there lost her son to an impacted tooth that spread infection to his brain. An abscessed tooth. Lost a friend who just figured it was a regular toothache. The infection made its way into his bloodstream, and that was it. Sleep apnea. I made garlic-infused olive oil once. Left it out because that's how I always saw it on people counters. Used it a few weeks later. Botulism. Was out for 4 whole days writhing in pain with nothing left to expel. Turns out, I could have died. Ladders. People think you have to fall far to get hurt or die. 8 feet is plenty. Getting drunk, going to sleep, and choking on your own vomit. Always lay your drunk friends on their side and lift their chin to open their airway. Do not lay them on their backs. Friend died aged 32. Rags covered in linseed oil can spontaneously combust when left in a pile. I randomly discovered this fact in a Reddit post titled, "The New Guy Burned Down Our Workshop." A carpenter I know confirmed that this is a real thing. I've been getting into refinishing old furniture, so I'm glad I learned this now. You'd think it'd be more common knowledge. Playing in a deep hole at the beach. Pressure washers are quite lethal. A grape. My wife had a friend coworker whose young daughter choked to death in front of her and her mother. They tried to dislodge the grape and nothing worked. By the time an ambulance got there, the girl was brain dead. It's about the worst thing I can imagine as a parent. We were cutting our kids' grapes in half until they were 10 after that happening. Crowded balconies or decks. When they're over capacity, they can collapse. A trampoline. It's actually the #1 most dangerous children's toy. Slipping down the stairs. Yes, some people know stairs can be dangerous, but many don't realize how deadly residential stairs can be. Punching someone in the head neck. Hollywood makes it look like we can wail on people's heads all day long and they'll be fine. Even a single punch to the head or neck can, and has, kill people. A guy at work didn't believe a coworker had a deadly peanut allergy and had to try it out. The victim had luck that the medical center in our company has a doctor and medicine. Withdrawing cold turkey from alcohol when you're a very heavy drinker. A cracked toilet. Even if it isn't leaking, or doesn't seem like it's a problem, replace it immediately. Do not sit on it if it breaks while you're doing your business. That shit will slice your leg of meat open like a razor. Broken porcelain is no joke, especially when you put all your weight on it. Edit to add, only reason I know was an old post from our watch people die. Dude didn't die but got seriously deep cuts in the butt leg area. Reading this post for anxious people. Swallowing a button battery. It can cause fatal internal burns. Tylenol. The dangerous dosage is only about 4 times the therapeutic dosage. 2 pills helps with the pain. 8 seriously hurts you. Don't use water on an oil fire. Should be common knowledge. Fine dust clouds can explode when introduced to flame, especially in confined spaces. X dropping a bag of flour while using a gas stove top in a small kitchen. Flowing water inches deep can still have the strength to sweep you away if you're not careful. That capacitors in power supplies that are used for filtering power stay charged long after the PSU shuts down, and might be carrying a nasty shock. Don't ration your water if you get lost in the woods. Many hikers die of dehydration with a backpack full of water. Cheerleading. I had an accident and almost died because one of my teammates lost balance while I was on top, and that caused a fall. That fall broke my neck and I haven't been able to walk or move most of my body ever again. If potatoes are not stored properly and becomes rotten, it produces a toxic gas and can make a person unconscious if they've inhaled enough, and or even death in some cases. There was a news article back in 2013 of an entire family in Russia that was killed by it. Party buses. My wife's cousin was on one a couple of years ago. They were all dancing on the bus while it was driving on the 101 freeway in La, and she slipped and fell against the door. The door gave way, and she fell out of the bus at freeway speeds and was immediately run over by a car. There wasn't much left of her, closed casket for sure. She was celebrating her 30th birthday, but instead she died and left behind 5 kids all under 10. An insulin shot if you don't need it. Swimming. I was a lifeguard at a public pool for many summers when I was younger. I had to save numerous people over the years. Too many people underestimate the danger of water. Too many parents let kids who have no idea how to swim jump into pools. Too many people rely on lifeguards to save them and assume that we can see everything at all times. Emo, everyone should know basic swimming. It's a safety thing and an important life skill. Pushing too hard while pooping. Riding a horse with no helmet. Concussions are no joke and will kill you. The amount of times that I see TikTok vids of kids and teens racing around on horses is horrific, especially among Western riders. A cowboy hat will not protect your brain. Honestly, horses in general will kill you if you aren't careful. A well-placed kick to the face while picking out hind hooves is no joke. I've had a few near misses. Bartender here. I yelled at a new bartender for improvising a recipe with grapefruit juice. Told him that's the one you don't improvise with unless requested. It messes with people's medications. Not sure if it's kill-worthy, but I'm not taking that gamble. Edit got it. Kill-worthy. Heard. T. Tai lol. Blowing an air compressor in someone's butthole. I know it's a weird one, but it keeps happening in Indian. Swimming pool covers. About 20 years ago, my next-door neighbor's 14-year-old daughter decided to walk across their in-ground pool's cover. It came loose, and she sunk, wrapped in a tarp. She drowned about 10 feet away from her dad, who was eating breakfast at the kitchen table at the time.